Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio, and this is another watercolor technique video. We are going to do a Chinese landscape using the graded wash method. So I'm doing another art journal group challenge, and this group is called The Amazing Race, which is a lot of fun. So the first destination is China. So I decided to do just kind of their Chinese landscape. I thought it would be kind of fun to create. And so here I'm just adding a little blue. I did a very light blue on the top, and then this one I got a little bit darker, and then I'm just brushing it out. Here I'm just trying to get mountain shapes, and then brushing it out till it fades out into the foreground. And then I will add a little bit of orange to the blue to kind of gray it out a little bit. That's the complementary color. If you add a little bit of the complementary, you can get gray, or gray your color a little bit. You have to be a little bit careful. You can end up with mud, depending on where you're starting. So, but these are mountains, so if they turn brown, I'm okay with that. Here I'm just trying to make it a little bit darker up at the top, and then adding a little bit of water and just fading that out into the foreground again. And then I want this one a little bit darker. I'm rinsing my brush in between, grabbing the orange so that I don't turn my orange brown. And I am just using the student grade Prang for this particular painting. I figured it would be fine to do it with that one, because it's such a simple watercolor that that's all it would really need. So I am letting those dry in between, by the way, just so that you know. And here we go again, just a little bit more, a bit dark. And this one does kind of tend more towards the orange. And I do have to add a little bit to try and hide that line behind it. So some of those areas get a little bit darker. Just to cover that up a little bit, because I wanted it to be a little different on that side. And now I'm just kind of doing a little bit of a dry brush. I add a little bit more color to it because it wasn't quite enough. Just to kind of get land in the foreground. I keep trying different white paint markers. This one I don't like so well. It's I found it at Target. It's called a Galaxy marker. It says paint like ink for dark or light paper. Yeah, it doesn't work so much. It says permanent. It says opaque. So I went with my Sharpie poster paint pen, which I think is my go-to for the white. And I'm sorry that it cut off as I was doing the bamboo. I don't know if I forgot to turn it on or if the camera stopped working. So I apologize for that. It's just basic strokes, not even Chinese stroke technique, because yeah, I'm not so good at that. But here I'm just getting some dark areas so you can see, kind of create some segments in the bamboo. There we go. I decided it wasn't quite dark enough, so I'm kind of shading one side, make it look a little bit rounder. Decided why not. And I'll get some more of that gray-green color, and we'll try and make some leaves here. Let's see. And I'm just using my number 6 round brush. There is a lot. The background's kind of affecting those leaves, so I do go in and darken them a little bit more. they were on plain white, they'd probably be okay. And I'm just randomly putting them around in groups of 2 or 3. And my brush has a little bit more spring than a Chinese brush, so when I make the leaves, I have to kind of drag it rather than just drop it on there. But you kind of get that leaf technique, I think. So like I said, I'm just kind of covering up those leaves so that we hide the differences in the background. Make them look a little bit more solid. I don't know why, but I just decided I needed more leaves right there. And I feel like the waterfall isn't white enough, so we're going to add just a little bit more. My Sharpie poster paint marker. And now I'm just using a red pen, and I googled, can't remember if I googled painting or painter in Chinese lettering. I think this actually is artist. If you guys know your Chinese lettering, I'm sorry if it's wrong or messed up, but I just wanted the red on there. I know a lot of Chinese artists have like a stamp with their signature on there, and they stamp in red, and I really like that effect, so I figured I would put some lettering, a little bit of lettering on there, just because I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. So there we have it. There's our little landscape. Hope you enjoyed that. If you liked it, please hit like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe.